The mission of Brady is to become the next great American engineering company. You can always count on Brady to do the right thing, to finish projects. We know that our clients are generally driven by budgets and schedules, and we're very sensitive to that. So reputation is number one. We started as an engineering company. I'm a civil engineer, 33 years in the water business primarily, and the company's grown from just me by myself to 130 now around the United States. So we do engineering. We're still really good at that. We're into construction, design build, environmental services and remediation, and operational services. We operate the water and wastewater facilities at Jacksonville for the Navy. I've managed, designed all the San Diego City's water plants. I've master planned it 2 times over. And when I did it the first time around in the late 1980s, the Alvarado water treatment plant needs to be not only enlarged because the city's bigger, but new regulations came down that required this plant to be upgraded. And it was my little firm versus the 4 giants of the industry, and we won. And then the city got an award last week for the Project of the Year, United States. I committed so much of my career to this single job. I managed it from 1989 to 2005. So, Alvarado, that's my legacy. When I went into DOA for the first time in 2010, the skyline looked like downtown San Diego. The whole region is growing up, very brand new. They have these beautiful cities that have been built over the last 10 years. And it's beautiful to look at, but as I've been there now 12 trips over 3 years, there's no infrastructure to support that. There's no water storage. And it's not safe to drink the water out of the tap, which I was just stunned. How is that possible? Well, up until 1971, the United Kingdom kind of ran the region. They turned it over. So all those systems are what I'd call the European model. And there's some great engineers from that part of the world, but there's no place you can say, I understand what it means to live in this environment. But it's not too late. You don't have to continue like this. I understand your problem. The Middle East and Southern California are virtually identical in climate, precipitation, and we live in a desert. They have smaller economies, but they're growing. They look a lot like California maybe 50 years ago. They use a lot of water. They don't have a reliable supply. It's all desalinated out of the Persian Gulf. All the brines return to the Persian Gulf. They have a cycle that's beginning that's probably not favorable long term. And my mission has been to point them to the California solution. Southern California would not exist. There's not enough water to support 20 million people. It's all imported. And if we don't take care of what we have, we can't live here. We don't have an economy, we'd have to leave. So the learning curve is over. We've done it. We solved the problem. We understand how to do it. If you just follow the model, you would preserve and account for every drop of water. No matter what happens in the world, your water will be there. It'll flow to your house. You can drink it safely. You don't have to worry something external can happen to your supply. And there's no reason why your water system shouldn't be designed to last for 100 years. Engineers are pretty much the ignored profession. Everyone takes us for granted. Up until this point in time, I think people haven't really paid attention where their water comes from. And now we're finally starting to get some notice about how important water is as a resource. But that's what we do. It's kind of invisible. We take care of people.